So I'm not saying that in a bad way because I don't want to mess it. I don't want to mess it up. Janelle has been doing this hard work in Pittsburgh for the longest I know. I know when I came to my role at the YMCA in 2017, she was one of the names that rang out, one of those folks that are doing this youth work in our communities. Janelle has, I mean, from her family's history here in the community, her growing, she's one of those folks that born and raised here in the city and then came back and still giving into the city that she loves. So she had one of those great stories, and that's the work that she continues to do from her professional work and then her other work that she does on the side. So I don't want to necessarily think I like the person to tell their story better than myself. So without further ado, I'd like to bring up Janelle and Sinclair Land, my community collaborator.
Hi everyone, my name is Janelle Bland Sinclair, and like you said, I am born and raised here. My family, that's all I know. But I did move away for 15 years. I went to Jacksonville, Florida, and lived there for 15 years. And it's something about having a different environment and meeting different people. You get a different perspective. And and I had this vision, and I was going to do the vision in Florida, but I think my higher power, my God, said that I had to come back home and fulfill this vision. And the vision is called HEBRON. It came about in the vision in 2011. It became official in 2015. So we have been in existence for 11 years.
So, before you jump into Hebron, tell us what else you do.
Oh, what else I do? The job that pays my bills. I am the administrative service manager for the Office of Recreation, Special Events, and Volunteerism for the City of Petersburg. So I am the person who come through for your special events. I am the person who does our human resources, our budget, our procurement, all of the parks that you saw that's been renovated. I wrote those grants for that, and I have been the project manager for two of the parks. Yes, me and Marquise. Yes, that is my director, and I am very grateful for his leadership because he allowed me to carve my own path in that office, to be able to do some things different. We just got an email. We're waiting on the final approvals that are on a grant for DCR to renovate the trails at Wilcox. So I'm very happy about that because that was really significant for me because it had some type of personal stake for me because of who did the parks initially. So HEBRON is an acronym of Heroines Evolving Beyond Rejections, Obstacles, Negativity. And our mission statement is that we're dedicated to empowering underserved young women about social wellness, education, self-love, which is a very vast topic. And it seems like mine was getting on a timer. And it aims to decrease their vulnerability, academic challenges, crime, unplanned pregnancy, juvenile justice, and all. Now, as a result of our data and researching our data, we know that the girls are more impacted by community violence than anything else. And as a result of them, because they are more impacted, we include boys when school is not in session. So we include boys during winter break, spring break, and summer break. Here are our community projects. No Child Hungry. We know that because of poverty and because we are a food desert, most people are impacted when it comes to food. And so because of that, we believe that no child should start off the year hungry and that we provide a community feeding on New Year's Day. And we replenish school supplies. Everyone always do back to school. No one thinks about in the middle of the year when you have to go back. And this was our first year, where we did one of our years. And see, you can see our school supplies. We also give food bags. We partner, we give back shoes and everything. We partner with the Masonic Temple, and they cook the food. They also were mentoring the boys from Dinwiddie who came to help volunteer. And this is another year where you can see where we had lots of community collaborators. We Justin J. Hart Foundation, the Crimson Clinic, and like the Metropolitan Baptist Church, which is my church, they also come out and help each year. And if the families cannot come to us, we take the food to them. Sister Saturday session, that's a great deliberation. What we know, this is aimed at 18 to 30-year-old women because they are the majority. We found it in our data, looking up data. Women are the majority in Petersburg, about 54.3%. And we think that if we capture that age group, then we can then help mold them, that they can mold the children. So we would want to make sure that we have conversations with them. And so we had it at the Appomattox Event Center. We have partnered with Bonsecours, Aetna, and Virginia State University, and VCHS. As you can see, this was a great event space for us. We had a social worker, a physician assistant, and a gynecologist on our panel to talk to those ladies. And as you can see, we were able to capture some of them and talk about topics that are normally not, which are not taboo, but just people do not touch those topics, and we want to make sure that we do. This is a night with Michael. The Michael Jackson biopic was something that we saw that was an opportunity for the kids. So we wanted to have an opportunity to service 129 low-income youth and their families to come out to see the biopic. And if anyone's seen it, it's amazing. His nephew did an amazing job. He looked just like him. And it took me back, and I'm dating myself, it took me back to a lot of times because I was a staunch Michael Jackson fan. But we wanted to make sure that we gave them an opportunity to take off real life pressures and just be a kid and for the parents to be with them. So I'm gonna see if I can play the video for you. I don't have any sound.